So the technical requirements for running a node, this network is a distributed network like any other, but the difference that really distinguishes Q from the majority of crypto networks is that it's a sharded network. Basically, like if you have a quad core processor with 8 gigs of RAM and like 16 gigs of drive space, you can run a node. But if you have like a 512 core processor, you can also run a node. And the difference is that the node will auto scale based on what resources your machine is able to provide. So in terms of minimum resources, like it would basically be like a quad core processor, 8 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage space. Anything more just enables what more of the network you're able to cover. There are people who have have nodes that they run at home. There are people who run nodes in like data centers. The one thing I would specifically call out though is that this is not like this isn't like proof of stake oriented networks where you can chuck a box into a virtual box at least into AWS. Don't use AWS. The billing will kill you. One of the innovations behind Quilibrium, and you can see it in the white paper. We also have a lot of documentation and explainers about this. There's loads of previous streams I've done where I've talked about the details of this, but basically Quilibrium is in the family of proof of work networks. And so what our particular consensus algorithm and reward mechanism stems from is called proof of meaningful work. And so by participating in the network, you are being rewarded relative to the scale at which you've provided work for the network in terms of the network native Quil token. I don't like the term mining. I never really did. But I've kind of always had like differing views from the general like crypto consensus on how things get named. I always thought it was cool that Satoshi had called Bitcoin's core data structure originally a time chain, not a blockchain. And that never took off. Blockchain one.